Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
We ain't saying nothing.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's McDonald to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing is McDonald. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing after the interception, Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. McDonald. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, this defense for the Ravens, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season. And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen. McDonald sets to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Albert Okuebuna, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence. See what happens. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you. Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going. A lot of football left to be played. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Here's a diving catch right side. On 1st down, Lawrence. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line. It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Looking to throw on second down. McDonald going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. McDonald toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. To throw on second down. McDonald. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Barkley. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. McDonald to Barkley on the check down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw. McDonald. That's complete. Okure-Buna. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Albert O with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Lawrence will throw.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
4 yards on the pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald. He dumps it off to Barkley.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st down, McDonald trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now Lawrence. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, it's Lawrence. A slant route caught by Bateman. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On third down, Mixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the gun on third down. McDonald escaping the pressure right. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And here's Rodgers on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. Now Lawrence on first down. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Here's McDonald to throw. Being chased out left. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is McDonald. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Saquon Barkley pushing his way through. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boy, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so. Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence again. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On second down, Mixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
Got his target, Samuel. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Buying time to his left.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line.
105 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's McDonald.
Dancing to his left. Gonna throw deep for the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Rodgers on the return.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Throwing after the interception. Lawrence. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Albert Okuebuna. there to make the grab. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24.
Here's Rodgers to return.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete.
Go time, baby.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That ball caught by Slayton.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
McDonald sets to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
McDonald. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Play action. It's McDonald.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Darius Slayton,
his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and